It was an Italian who said, "Wine is sunlight held together by water," which is a fitting way to begin the story of Latino winemakers. Many of them were hired decades ago by large Italian-American winemakers like Gallo and Mondavi. But many have now made their way from the vineyards to the tasting rooms and are now sampling their own wine to a growing Latino consumer market.
A husband and wife team are now promoting the love affair between the fast-growing market of Latino wine consumers and Latino winemakers through a unique business they call Vino Latino.
It takes many hands to make one bottle of wine. And for decades, the hands at the beginning of the process have been Latino laborers in California's most robust vineyards. Mario Bazan arrived in 1973 and picked grapes for Robert Mondavi.
All these that I have now is because the people that I work with, my ex-bosses, or the owners, San and me, that I really was, putting soul and heart into my work, and so they immediately want to support me.
After years of field labor, then managing fields, then learning the art of winemaking, Bazan has a critically acclaimed label of his own. He is one of several stories that captivated Ramon and Becky Sandoval, who started a company that promotes Vino Latino.
I started, to venture into researching the Latino winemakers, in which I wanted to have their, I didn't see there was a lot of Latino wines out in the market.
I think Ramon just saw a need to connect the Latino winemaker with the Latino consumer, because Latinos are the fastest growing wine consumer group in the United States today.
But historically, beer and hard spirits are more popular in Latino tradition. The Sandovals want to change that, and so do the winemakers.
To kind of, educate more, Latino community, to kind of, have this experience, to drink a nice, a nice healthy wine with a nice, plate of food, instead of, different, type of alcohol that doesn't, benefits, the healthy, for your body.
Fernando Candelario never worked in the fields. He started in bottling, but he was fascinated with the chemistry of making a healthy wine. He was inspired by Robert Mondavi and said his wine is called Voces, Spanish for voices, to reflect the many mentors he's had and how each has helped him be a better winemaker.
Boys here in the Napa Valley, there is always opportunity when someone is, behind you to kind of, push you to believe dreams can come true. Yeah, so that's Voices.
The largest Latino voice in winemaking may be Gustavo Brambilla. He's been the trailblazer for Latino winemakers, a mentor to many. And if you recognize the name, you may have caught him portrayed in the movie Bottle Shock, which chronicles that watershed moment in 1976 when Napa wines beat French wines at a blind tasting in Paris.
To Gustavo Brambilla.
I happened to be at the right place in the right time. There was hardly any Latino winemakers.
Brambilla says Vino Latino is not only reaching out to new consumers, but connecting Latinos to their culture through wine.
It brings a happy heart to me.
Brambilla was one of the first Latino graduates of the UC Davis Enology program and is closing in on 40 years of winemaking. For Ramon and Becky, that's more than sunshine in a glass. It's a blend of culture and history for those thirsting for something authentic.
I think in this corporate world, everything is just so manufactured that I think people are excited to know that there's a real story behind that bottle.
The passion that they have for what they do, and to give their kids an opportunity also. I mean, but just from from picking in the fields to now making their own label. I mean, to me that's a wonderful story in a bottle.
Vino Latino features wines from Lodi, Paso Robles, Sonoma, Napa, even Guatemala and New York. And the focus is on wine education, tours, private tastings, in-home tastings, but they also run a wine club with selected labels for club members delivered quarterly.